Arsenal can sense a Premier League title for the first time in over 20 years. What awaits them right now in their home finale? A match against a relegation-bound Burnley. They win this game, they're in a very good spot to win the league. Burnley, with nothing to play for outside of pride, looking to pull off the upset of the season. As we're about to get this one underway at the Emirates in just a little bit over on USA Network. Appreciate all you guys being here for this one. My name is JaredGear9. This is a bonus stream because we hit 400 bucks on one of the earlier streams because you guys are awesome. So we're doing this one. Appreciate all you guys being here for this Premier League day, match day number 37, the penultimate game of the season for both these squads. Never been to one of these streams. How it works is like this. Fire away in the chat with any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything, any donation, get to your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order they see them vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this one? Man City, Burnley, I saw Man City with Horizons. Arsenal, Burnley, or a draw. If you are a member, we got emojis in the chat for the Gunners and for the Clares. So put those in if you want to show support for either one of these squads. Let's go, Michael Frank be with you. I don't want Man City's oil money. Makes sense to me. Starting lineup for both these squads in Minneapolis game, the NFL draft. Not surprised. That was what was rumored for a while, so not surprised by that. Should be a good city. Never been to Mall of America. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see Mall of America. You have Rea in net for Arsenal. Saliba, Mascara, Gabriel, Saka, Erdegaard, Eze, Trossard, Havertz, Calafiori, and Rice. And then for Burnley, Weiss is in net. They're running with a 4-2-3-1. They ran a 5-4-1 last time these teams met. They're going 4-2-3-1 today. Walker, Esteve, Twenzabi, Ugachukwu, Anthony, Florentino, Chauna, Fleming, Perez, and Hannibal. Alex Bullock, I didn't even know who he was. I honestly couldn't tell. I don't even know who he was. Alex Bullock's like, there's a lot of undrafted guys that they realize they don't have what it takes and they just retire. So here we go. Burnley and the Blues, they're going right to left. Arsenal and the Reds going left to right. 68% of you riding with Arsenal to win this one on their home field and get all 3 points. And here we go. We are officially underway at the Emirates. And here we go. Burnley, Arsenal now trying to get into midfield. Gets it across, but it goes back for Esteve. Esteve will play it back to his keeper. It's Weiss. What do you have a match? I'm not sure. We'll see. We will see on that. Depends on how I'm feeling. Weiss just going to boot it down across the center line. Headed away by Arsenal. Back to Burnley, though, on the left side. It will reset in. Nice footwork there by Perez. Perez taking it down the left wing. Perez, he's got overlapping support with Anthony if he wants. Goes to Anthony. They're just outside the 18. Tries to find his man in the box and does on the left side for Hannibal. Hannibal cleared away, out of play by Rice, and it will be a corner kick for Burnley early on, 1 minute into the match. Yeah, National again, Super Bowl, not surprised for that. Not surprised at all. Indoor stadium, new venue. Nashville's a great city, not surprised. They're going to be in the rotation. So corner taken from the left side. Last time these teams met, Arsenal won 2-0. And penultimate match of the season for both these squads. Corner kick taken here for Burnley on the left side. This one taken. Anthony is going to fake the short kick. Wait for some movement in the box. Anthony. Now he's going to play it on the ground on the left side. One-touch pass. Back heel by Hannibal. Goes off the knee of Havertz and will go out for another corner kick. I don't want to give it Jalen Green. I would not want to give it Jalen Green. I don't think that'd be a good move for us. I think you're right on that one, RC. Yeah, because J.J. Watt's part of Burnley. J.J. Watt is an owner of Burnley. Another corner here for Anthony. From the left side. Anthony. This time going to put it in the air. Tries to find some space in the 6. Can't do it. Back to Burnley, though. Shot from the 18. Wants a foul. Not going to get as it will roll harmlessly out of play for a goal kick. As Florentino, not a lot of power on that one time off the header away. But I believe it was Gabriel in the header. Champions League final? We should be doing that, yeah. We should be doing the Champions League final. Go harmlessly out. Goal kick here for Arsenal. It will be Saliba. He plays it back to his keeper, Reyes. Some pressure from Burnley. He's going to play up, but Arsenal able to get across the center line. Burnley heads that one away, though, into the attacking third. On the right side, Arsenal trying to win in the air. It goes for Ugachukwu. Ugachukwu lost the handle. Back to Arsenal at midfield, and they will slow things down. It will go down the near side. Again, Arsenal going left to right, Burnley right to left. Across midfield it goes for Erdegaard. Erdegaard. Thoughts on Pelicans hiring Mosley? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. How's it go, Miles? Wish you should be in here. Holding it here is Erdegaard at midfield. Erdegaard, one-touch pass back to Erdegaard. Now we'll go down the right side here for Saka. Saka, good find there, down the flank on the right side to Mascara. Mascara trying to take on Esteve, goes back into the 18, out wide on the right side of Saka. Saka, double team comes, goes back to Erdegaard. Erdegaard, nice pass there to Havertz and cleared away for a corner. Havertz was in, nice job by Esteve to close in on the right side, but it will be Arsenal's first corner of the game. It would have been JP, yeah, it would have been crazy. Excuse me, it's going to go out for a throw, and the angle is bad on though. Mascara taking the throw on the right side, and it goes off the shin as he tries to get that one away. Back to Mascara for another throw-in. See if Arsenal bottle this one. I'd be surprised. The throw goes backwards. It goes to Saliba. Saliba pleads it back to the center line for Gabriel. Gabriel, one-touch pass. He's got support down the right side for Mascara if he wants. Instead, Trossard going to hold the play. Trossard to Rice. Rice on the right side. Good job to Mascara. Has an overlapping run. Not going to go. Instead, goes back to Rice on the right side. Now they'll switch the field back to center for Saliba. Saliba down the left side to Gabriel. One-touch pass there on the left side by Trossard. Feeds it down the flank on the left side. Back to Trossard. Trossard goes backwards on the right side to Rice. Overlapping run to Mascara. Going to play to Mascara down the right side, but Burnley forced him back for the moment. Rice back to center for Erdegaard. Erdegaard being pressured by Fleming has to retreat into his own half. Yes, I agree. Yes. During the COVID season, yeah, because you couldn't have, the thing with the COVID season was travel with Canada. People couldn't leave the country for Canada, so you had to do it. Major thunderstorms? Yeah, glad you're not working today. That's good. Right, because it was a traveling issue. That's why it had to be that way. Erdegaard crosses his own half. Been holding the possession for the last 3 minutes. The right side feeds it to Mascara. Mascara. Too much on that pass for Saka. Gets it back, though, and goes to Havertz. Havertz resets backward to Mascara. Mascara back to center for Rice. Saka too much on that run. And Burnley clears that one away down the right line. It will be a throw-in at midfield for Arsenal. Barry the Biscuit, how's it going, checkmate? Into their own half, Saliba. Saliba will go backwards at center to Rice. Just holding possession here. Not force anything. Erdegaard down the right side. Back heel pass. Erdegaard back to center. Overlapping run there for Havertz down the right flank. Weak-footed ball looking for Saka on the run into the box. Can't find it. And then a bad pass. Too much on that one. Looking for Mascara down the right side. Too much on that one by Havertz. And we'll go out for a goal kick. 30 match scale per season? Yep. 38 matches per season. So this is game 37. Penultimate game for both these squads. Obviously, Arsenal knows what they need to do. They win their next two. They win for the first time since the Invincible season in 04. Burnley relegation bound no matter what happens here. Alongside Wolves, we got a draw yesterday against Fulham, and neither Tottenham or West Ham, although Tottenham's got some separation. Goal kick goes out of play down the near side, so Arsenal's going to get it back. Quick throw in down the right side, looking for Havertz. Good shielding there by Esteve, and Esteve plays it back to his keeper, Weiss. Weiss to Esteve on the near side, and Burnley in possession for the first time in the last 4 minutes. Esteve tries to get across the center line. Cannot do so. Back to Arsenal. Held up. Are they going to get a foul? I don't know if they are. Saka is held up there, and they will get a foul on the right side. You're only 2 points apart. Yeah, favorite soccer club, Fulham. I'm a Fulham fan. So we'll get a free kick. They're going to go backwards on the free kick for Saka got held up. Erdegaard's going to take this one. Who's going to drop? I think West Ham's going to drop. That performance yesterday was embarrassing. I think West Ham's going to drop. I think that point that they got against Liverpool, Tottenham got against Liverpool, is going to be just enough to keep them up. Back into the defensive for Rice. Rice. Down the right side to Erdegaard. Also, Irvin with a 2. I forgot about that. I'm so sorry about that. Irvin with a 2 or Tesco. That's all I got. I appreciate you, Irvin, on that one. I didn't even see that at the start. Appreciate you, man. Too much on that pass for Trossard down the left side to try to switch the field. Time we can really get West Ham with a win. Yep, because they would have a 5-point gap. Yep. They can. If they beat Chelsea, they have a 5-point gap. My bad on that one, Irvin. Appreciate you, man. Second on chips and guac. There you go. So Burnley going to throw it in on the far side in their defensive zone. No shots on goal for either side yet. Throw goes back to the keeper, Weiss. Weiss will get across the center line, but it goes right to an Arsenal center back. It will be Saliba. Saliba gets it to Eze, and they'll resend their defensive zone. How's it going, Cujo from Bronx Country? Let's go. Arsenal slowing things down in their defensive zone. Defensive half, I should say, Rice. Holds it at midfield. Gives off down the left side for Gabriel. Gabriel tries to go through the legs, looking to find Havertz. Can't do it. Burnley just going to clear their lines. Goes back to Arsenal in their defensive zone. Arsenal comfortable in possession right now, although nothing's really coming from it. It's very much the way they play. No, not a hundo jack. This was a we get a bonus stream, so we hit $400 on one of the streams, and I said if we do that, we'll do Arsenal Burnley. Game 7's at 7:30 Eastern time. £2.5 million fee. Wow. Yeah, they got hosed on that stadium. They got royally hosed on that stadium. We all knew it at the time. I get why they left Upton Park, but it sucked all the life out of that club. Rice down the left side, one-touch pass, trying to feed into the 18 for Eze. Eze shielded up by Twenzebi. He's knocked down by Twenzebi. They're going to get a foul. I think they're going to. So he's at Chauna. Chauna going to get called for that. And Arsenal's going to have a free kick. That's stand-up tackle. Ever seen horse race? Yeah, at some point we would. Yeah. Essentially quadruple hundo jack. Yep. Arsenal 80% possession so far. Free kick taken from the left side. Maybe the first real chance for Arsenal today. Off the foul from Chauna. Free kick from the left side. Havertz and Mascara on the far post on the right side alongside Calafiori. Now leave the far post. Free kick taken. They're going to play it long. Punched away. Not much there. Weiss, easy punch. And Burnley trying to clear the danger. Cannot do so yet. It's playing around the 18 on the left side. One-time shot shoots from Gabriel. It goes way out of play with the weak foot. And danger will be averted. Goal kick coming up for Weiss. So no shots on goal for Arsenal. Only got the first 10 minutes. If he was trying to feed Havertz on that one with a weak foot, it would have been offside. I don't think he kept him on either way. Goal kick here for Weiss. 10 minutes gone in this one. Arsenal 80% possession. No shots on goal for either side just yet. Weiss feeds it down the near side again. Burnley going right to left. Arsenal left to right. Finds his man off the goal kick. Hannibal. Now they'll have a chance here down the right side. It's Chouna. Chouna in the 18. He'll fire a shot. It's blocked by Calafiori. Calafiori gets his body out in front of that one. Plays it back to Gabriel, and Gabriel will clear. But Burnley off the corner kick. Almost got some in there. Body stangled up off the clearance. No foul. We'll go back to Arsenal. Eze. Eze trying to take on two guys. He's tackled from behind. They will give a free kick at midfield. Tackle from behind by Fleming. So a little pushing and shoving afterwards. Trossard getting into it alongside Chouna. Still no cautions issue for either side yet. Obviously very early on in this one. An amendment for clubs to pay a fee instead of having a ruling for rule breaches. Yeah, the rulings take a while. I mean, we saw what happened with Man City with financial fair play. Like, it's still going on. I don't hate that. Referee talking to Trossard after that. Yeah, Preakness was not great. Preakness this year wasn't a great straightaway. The field was not strong. No, Preakness kind of sucked. Derby was awesome. The Derby was awesome. The Preakness kind of sucked. Throw-in for Arsenal dead left side. So no free kick issued, but Arsenal does get the throw-in. Goes back to midfield on the left side. Now into their defensive half. Gabriel. We'll go down the right side. Here it goes for Havertz. Havertz, good find there for Saka. Saka, good play, overlapping run with Havertz down the right side. Nobody's out in the box yet, so it's going to reset with Ødegaard. Ødegaard, one-touch pass to Saka. Saka with a weak foot, he'll fire. And that one deflected out of play by Pires. It's going to be a corner kick for Arsenal. Their first of the match. Saka with the left foot. Pires stuck a cleat out in front to deflect that pass high. But good attack there, good possession. And Saka getting some chances here. Was also headed away, I should note, as well, by Estev. The one event I left the stream given the opportunity. Ooh, I mean, I've done pretty much everything at this point. I don't know. The one event I left the stream given the opportunity. I don't know. Like, I've done everything. Corner kick here for Saka. On the left side. They have three bodies short. They're going to play it short. They'll go to Trossard. Trossard back to the edge of the 18 for Eze. Eze back to Ødegaard. Ødegaard, nice run there by Trossard. Trossard across, has a chance. Near post wide. Havertz. Looking near post on the right side. Was a great set piece. Trossard to Havertz was wide open. Pretty much unmarked was Trossard after that initial pass at the edge of the box to Eze. Trossard was kept onside by Twenzebi. It's a beautiful feed. Havertz got to do better there. Although that was deflected, actually. That was deflected off Fleming. That should be a corner. Masters final round. Wait, the Masters final round. Oh, yes. Oh, that'd be fun. Yes. Yes. That was going wide, regardless, but it was off the body of Fleming. It could have been a corner kick. Did just graze him. Arsenal does get back on the edge of the 18 on the left side. Dominating possession here. Eze. Eze on the left side feeds it. Now back to center, taking him on. Shot off the post, off the left side. Trossard off the post on the left side. Yeah, so far it's Eduardo. Yeah, I did not see that coming. Thrown here for Arsenal, a little quick mascara. Back to Saliba on the right side. They'll reset the play. Switching their lines. Gabriel fakes the give down the left side. Will now go into his defensive half for Saliba. Saliba down the right side to Ødegaard. But off the post there by Trossard on that attack. Mascara, they're starting to pick up the tempo here. That one's stolen away. Good tackle there by Burnley. And then Ugachukwu. Tackle from Saka behind, and Burnley's going to get a free kick out of it. I don't know about Wimbledon. I don't know. Tennis is a tough one to call. Tennis is a weird one to call. But that be fun. That'll be fun. If I could do Masters on site, that'd be great. Yeah, Premier League stream. Yep. We had $400, so we're doing a Premier League stream. Arsenal's going to get a throw-in off the poor free kick by Burnley. Yeah, this is literally a first. We've done the Gold Cup before. We're doing the World Cup this year, but this is the first Premier League stream. Here you get warmed up with soccer before the World Cup streams start. Down the left side, takes him on, and here Arsenal goes to the left side. It's Havertz. Havertz cannot get fed on the feed from Trossard. Now finds his man down the right side. Too much on that pass. Was looking for Havertz down the right side. Not a great find. Too much on it. Maybe at some point we'll do it. Yeah, maybe at some point. Good take on there by Arsenal down the left side. So that was Trossard looking the center for Havertz. Bournemouth City. We might do match day 38. Gotta check. Appreciate you, Cujo. Yep. Appreciate you. 16 gone so far. Remains nothing. No shots on goal yet for either side, though we did have one off the woodwork by Trossard. Burnley goal kick, head away by Arsenal. Stays in the air, and it will go to Burnley. Nope. Anthony can't chase that one down in time, and Rice will safely play it back to Rhea. Rhea back to Rice at center. Michael Jackson's called the Burnley player. Sorry, bad. I'm bad. Really bad. Yeah. Champions League, we should be doing Champions League. Tackle from behind by Walker. No call. Good tackle by Walker. Now down the right side. Here's Burnley off a counterattack opportunity. At the edge of the box is Hannibal. Hannibal across. No one on the left side. Too much on that one. Nobody's out there. Back heel trying to keep it in play and does, but it will go right back to Arsenal. Then a poor pass by Saka. One give and go here. Anthony will fire across. It's deflected by Rice, and Arsenal will clear the danger. So all of Burnley's chances so far coming off counterattacks. Arsenal dominating possession. This is no surprise as to how this game has gone. Burnley gets it back in their defensive half. Walker now on the right side. Walker. On the right side at midfield, reset back to center for Twenzebi. Twenzebi, Ugachukwu. Burnley running a 4-2-3-1 today. They ran a 5-4-1 last time out against Arsenal. They keep retreating into their own half. Then Twenzebi will deliver a ball down the right side, headed, trying to get it back to Hannibal. It's taken down. Arsenal free kick. So it looked like that was Mascara who went down on the play. What channel? USA Network. Told you being a full and famous boring life? Yep. Although I think we're going to get relegated next year. NBA draft, I've not done the NBA draft. I don't really have any desire to do the draft. You hard Celtics, that was awful. That was awful. I'm disappointed in that, and obviously the pitch invasion can't happen. Not that anything's going to get overturned. It's a dark day for Scottish football. Pistons fans just said this. I didn't see what they said. If they said somebody didn't go through. On the right side here, Mascara, Saliba. Oh, Trey Railmar, what? Oh, no. That's crazy. No. Havertz on the right side. Resets back to midfield for Erdegaard. Erdegaard across to the left side at midfield. Gabriel. And just advance their line with Rice. Rice, heavy pass to Erdegaard, finds his man though. Back to Erdegaard, one-touch pass on the back heel. That's a beautiful find now down the right flank, and Saka. Saka in the 18. Weak-footed cross, and too much on that one. Was looking to find the head of Havertz. It's a right idea. Saka making life a living nightmare for Burnley inside the 18. The USA logo on your bug. Well, it depends where people are watching. Like, it's only in America that they have, but maybe at some point we'll do that. Toughest and easiest schedule. Toughest Cardinals. The first 10 games are a nightmare. Easiest, Lions have a pretty good stretch, relatively speaking. I'll say Titans schedule. They don't have any gauntlets on the Titans schedule. Should I get Anne Hathaway? Yep. The Tom Brady of the Premier League? Man. Probably Haaland. Right now. Man City striker, probably Haaland. Free kick here for Arsenal off the goal kick from Burnley. So Arsenal defender got taken down. Trade Maxi? No. Maxi's the guy you build around. That's crazy. Maxi's the guy you build around. Rice. At midfield here. Yeah, Man City striker. Yep. Right now, we're talking like right now. Like all time. Yeah, all time, probably Ronaldo. The John Madden? We need like a commentator for that. I mean, Pep and Ferguson are the two greatest managers of all time. Mascara on the right side. Push from behind, no call. Mascara gets it back. Burnley starting to play a bit of a higher line. Forcing Arsenal to retreat. Saliba now. He was off on the left side. Down the right flank looking for Saka. Cleared away by Pires. Back to Arsenal, though, in the attacking half. Nice pass by Erdegaard down the right side. Saka, can he keep it in play? He can, but will go off a Burnley defender. Back to Arsenal on the right side. Calafiori. Calafiori on the right side. Retreats to the edge of the box for Erdegaard. Erdegaard in the center attacking zone. He will give it back, and they'll retreat. Near midfield, Erdegaard feeds it to Rice. One-touch pass back to Erdegaard in center. Weak-footed. Too little on that one for Havertz, and it's cleared away by Burnley out for a throw-in on the right side. The Doc Rivers of the Prem? Wenger, maybe? Ever been a player that shows play in most of the Premier League? No. I mean, I guess Messi? Sort of Messi? Mascara. David Beckham? Mascara. On the right side, it goes for Erdegaard. Erdegaard. Taking some guys home and now gives off to Rice. Yeah, Martin Tyler, that's a good pick. Yeah, Martin Tyler's a legend. Arsenal on the right side, Saka. Dragged down by Perez, gets back up. Saka in the 18 on the right side. Overlapping run, he has Havertz. Havertz. The edge of the box. The right side, overlapping run, Mascara not there, so goes back to the top for Erdegaard. Erdegaard, good find for Havertz. Too much on it, though. Thread of the needle there, but too much on that pass by Erdegaard, and Havertz can't keep it in play. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Still no shots on goal for either side. Part of feeling a national team should be producing a homegrown manager. Yeah, I get that. It definitely felt like with Bob Bradley, it definitely felt different than it has with Bruce Arena, than it has felt with other managers the USA side. I get that. We got Micah Richards on Golasso. Yep. Goal kick here for Burnley. Way out of play on the right side. Arsenal's going to get it back at midfield on the right side. Again, Burnley, about 20% possession so far. Quarter of the way through this game. No shots on goal for either side. Throw into midfield. Deflected. Gabriel gets it back, though, after the deflection by Chauna. Down the left side for Calafiori. Calafiori. Trossard. Trossard cross into the box. Not enough height on that one. Headed away by Burnley. Back to Arsenal, though. Saliba. On the right side for Mascara. Mascara goes backward to Erdegaard. Weak-footed passing for Saka. And Burnley will clear the danger. One-touch pass. Now they go on the counter. Here Burnley comes on the counter. Fleming. Too little on that pass down the right side. Fleming was trying to find his man down the right side. Looking for Chauna. Goes back to Arsenal down the right side. Mike Vrabel the Prem. Mascara on the right side. Yeah, Alonso can't be worse than what Chelsea had right now with the attack. No, that's Wrexham. No, well, LeBron James is actually worth the hype. Pulisic isn't worth the hype at all. Mascara. Back to Erdegaard. Erdegaard goes from right to left. Goes backwards for Saliba. Tackle there. Late tackle there by Hannibal. No caution issued. Late tackle there by Hannibal on that feed. So free kick for Arsenal. Gabriel was taken down. Yeah, Urban losing the grievance. Thank God for that. Turns out when you assault a player, you can't get your money. That saves the Jaguars $30 million. LeBron equals Mr. Ronaldo, yeah. What MLS team is Pulisic on? He's on MLS team. He's on MLS. Finland defeated US 6-2. Ooh. Did not see that. So free kick from about 40 yards out. Free kick for Arsenal. 25 gone in this one. He'll play it short for Erdegaard. Give us off down the left side for Eze. Eze, Trossard on the left side. Trossard trying to take on Walker. Walker, good standing tackle, goes back to Arsenal at the edge of the box on the left side. Now resets with Erdegaard. Erdegaard down the left side. They'll go back to their defensive half. Back to the keeper for Raya. Raya, deep ball down the right side. Looking for Gabriel. Gabriel gets a head onto it. Tries to redirect into the 18. Not there. Back to Arsenal, though, at center for Saliba. Saliba down the left side. One-touch pass. Good find to Eze. Eze at the edge of the box. Looking to take some guys on now. Switching his play down the right side for Saka. Saka in the box on the right side. With the weak foot goes back to Saliba. And they'll slow things down again. Erdegaard resets from right to left for Rice. Rice. Ball in for Saka. He's behind, but cleared away. Saka was behind, but Burnley got a high kick on that one. Back to Fleming. Counterattack here. Down the right side. Here goes Burnley. Chouna. Down the right side. Ball across right to left for Hannibal. Finds his man. Hannibal shot wide. Was not a great first touch. Was a phenomenal feed to Hannibal. Gotta do better on that first touch. LeBron retires? No, I think he plays 2 more years. 1 more with the Lakers, 1 more in Cleveland. Hannibal's got to do a lot better on that first touch down the left side. It was a beautiful run. Rice was caught out. The ball was sublime by Chouna. It was a glorious counterattack, but Hannibal just sliced that shot. Now Arsenal off the goal kick down the right side. It's Mascara. Best chance of the game for either side. Still no shots on goal. That's how I would have shot, yep. Gotta do better on that first touch. Fake goal comments, yep. Havertz on the right side to Saka on the edge of the box. Goes to Erdegaard. Erdegaard back to center for Rice. Rice. Erdegaard guarded by 3 defenders in traffic. Burnley gets the steal. Now on the left side, here's Anthony. Anthony playing a run down the left side. I think Arsenal's going to get that one. They will with Gabriel. Shielding Hannibal, and then we're going to get a foul on Hannibal. A tackle from behind. Good job there by Gabriel. And they will get a yellow on Hannibal. Yeah, LeBron doing farewell on 2 teams. I mean, I could see it. So yellow for Hannibal. Arsenal minus 1,000 favorites. That's always crazy. In a game like soccer where it's just ridiculous with how little chances you get per game, minus 1,000 favorites, that's a dumb bet. That's a dumb bet. Oh no, well, my stream's a little bit delayed by like 30 seconds. Well, Cleveland won him back every bell twice him because he's the hometown kid. Cleveland loves him. Cleveland loves him. They have nothing but love. The second time that he left, they have nothing but love for him. The first time, of course, but the second time, they gave him a standing when Bronny scored. When Bronny came off the bench and scored for the Lakers, they lost their minds. What's actually, that's what they call it in the Prem. Mascara. I don't think he's getting one with the Heat, but 3 farewell tours, why not? Rice at midfield. Trying for a run as Erdegaard. It's not there. But a good run there down the left side. Havertz in the 18. Tries to keep it in play. Redirects it to the center of the box. Headed away. Looking for Erdegaard. Stays with Arsenal on the 18. Shot there, and that's on target. First target. First. Okay, yeah, new cable's coming. I did order a new cable, so keep that in mind. There is a new cable coming. Yep. But a gorgeous cross there for Trossard, who couldn't track that one. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I got you. I got you. We're good. We're good. I don't know. Yeah, the new cable's coming. I already ordered the new cable. How's it going, Carlos? Appreciate you being here. The new cable is coming. I ordered a new cable, so That is coming. So don't worry about that. Havertz on the right side. Take on. Cleared away for a corner. Estev with the sliding tackle. Don't worry, the new cable is coming. I did order it already. It will be here this week. So, do not fear about that. Yeah, I think my knee hit it. Like, it's very sensitive if my knee hits any of the wiring. So, corner kick here for Arsenal on the right side. Their last corner was a good set piece. Saka going to take this one. And Arsenal going left to right. Burnley right to left. Saka on the corner from the right side. He went short last time. They will go short here. To Trossard. Trossard. Back to the top for Erdegaard. Erdegaard. Eze. Back to Trossard on the right side. To Saka. He enters the 18. Weak-footed pass. Taken down. Mascara. No foul. Mascara was taken down. Clean tackle. Arsenal thrown on the right side. City game? I'm not sure. We'll see on that one. Oh, yeah, it's a new occasion. Yeah, schedule release. It really only came the last 5 years. Burnley plus 2,000? Probably not. I don't think they're going to win. But I could see a draw. Is it a three-way bet or a two-way bet? Burnley plus 2,000. I don't think they're going to get chances this game. I don't think Burnley's going to get too many chances. Because Arsenal's going to apply pressure once it gets to the 60th. I'd be surprised. Burnley draw might not be a bad bet. But win, that's a terrible bet. I would not do it. Yeah, the cable EA might come from, yeah. It lasted 3 years. You know, it's more than I thought. Especially with all the travel I did with it. Pires clears it down the left side. Back to midfield for Burnley. On the left side, Hannibal. It's on a yellow. Hannibal goes to center. Anthony. Slowing it down with Ugachukwu. Ugachukwu resets down the right side. And it's defensive half for Twenzebi. Twenzebi on the near side for Estev. They're retreating backwards. Estev across midfield. Heavy first touch by Anthony. Gets it back, though. And will play it back to Twenzebi. Twenzebi on the right side is defensive zone for Walker. Walker. Florentino. One-touch pass. Arsenal gets a foot on that one. Back to Burnley, their defensive half. Walker. He takes on Havertz. Will set it down the left side. No one there except for Mascara, who plays it back to his keeper, Rhea. And Arsenal will regain possession. 33 minutes gone. This one shot on goal. For Arsenal, none for Burnley. All nil at the Emirates. I think it's going to be West Ham getting relegated. I think that point that Tottenham got is going to save them against Liverpool. West Ham, they had a chance yesterday. They looked embarrassing. I think it's going to be West Ham. And midfield, here is Rice. Philly, Chicago, or Boston? Easily Chicago. Easily. It's not even close. Infrastructure-wise, stadium-wise, easily Chicago. They'll get one with Arlington Heights. Backheel pass by Erdegaard. Into the box. Too far behind for Havertz. Saka was trying to do a one-touch pass. It's a right idea there. Back to Arsenal midfield. Gabriel. Gabriel in the attacking third. At center. Good run down the left side. Across. Saka. He's in. Taken down from behind. No foul. Pires got a foot on that one. Taken down from behind. No foul. Saka is still down in the box. Burnley's not going to stop the play. Anthony. Across to Twenzebi. Arsenal fans furious. They want a pen. Not going to get it. If you relegate YouTubers, that'd be nice. Would not hate that pro rel for YouTubers. I don't even know that would work, but interesting concept. Pires. On the left side for Ugachukwu. Back to Pires. One-touch pass. No one there making that run down the left flank. You know, Tom's... Yeah. They're going to say Saka went down too easily. Let's see. Oh, there was some contact with the heel. I don't think Pires got the ball on that one. They're going to do VAR. Yeah, I don't think Pires got the ball. I think he made contact with Saka's heel. Stuck it in the dirt. I think this could be a penalty shout for Arsenal. They're not going to give it. They're not going to give it. Arteta can't believe it. There was the contact. The contact happened with the back of the heel before he got the ball. Here's got Saka's back heel. He got dirt. He didn't get ball. No penalty, even despite the VAR check. Arsenal's appeals will go unanswered. Arsenal attacking, half on the left side, taking it down. Good run here by Calafiori. Now it's Trossard at the edge of the 18 on the left side. 36 gone in this one. Feeds to Calafiori. Calafiori taking on Florentino. Back to the top. Yes! Erdegaard wide, deflected. It was a phenomenal feed by Calafiori. And Erdegaard wide on the one-time shot with the weak foot. Calafiori did a phenomenal job on Florentino. Calafiori wide, deflected off Ugachukwu. Deflected off his butt. Corner kick for Arsenal. They've gone short both times so far. Saka. Gonna take it on the right side, 37 minutes in. Pressure starting to mount for the Gunners here. Saka will go long this time. Header in! Beautiful delivery by Saka, and Havertz gets the header inside the 6. His second goal of the season. And Arsenal off the set piece. 1-0 for the Gunners. Could that be the goal that gives them the separation in the title hunt? Saka goes long. It was a perfect delivery to Havertz. He gets his head on that one. Havertz getting the start up top. And he answers the call. Perfectly timed jump. Getting inside on Estev. Walker can't clear it off the line. San Jose expansion. I'm excited about that. Nashville surprised me? No, not at all. No, Nashville does not shock me at all. That's a city that gets a new stadium with indoors. It's a gorgeous city. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yep. 38 gone in this one, and off the set piece. Havertz, his second goal this season. Puts Arsenal in front. Arsenal scored off a header last time in the 35th minute. They scored off a header in the 37th minute here. Yeah, Kroenke owns Arsenal, yep. And Burnley, their strategy of just relying on the counterattack, and not sure it's going to work anymore. Another set-piece goal for Arsenal. Oh, yeah, the new stadium's coming next year. Yep. 18 corner kick goals for the Gunners this season. Burnley down the right side. Feed by Hannibal. Taken into the 18. Burnley across. Cleared away out by Rice for a corner. Not a great cross. Not a lot of power on that one. And no one there at the top of the box. But Rice playing it safe. We'll just clear it out of the goal line. Not knowing what was behind him. And Burnley a corner kick. Murray to the Vikings. I think he's better than McCarthy. I think that they actually might make the playoffs next year. So they went 9-2 with Brosmer. Is he on the Rapids? I actually don't know on that. I don't know if he owns Colorado Rapids. Corner here on the right side for Burnley. 40 minutes in. The corner. They'll go long to the far post. Header. Weak by Ugachukwu. Scored by Eze. Arsenal's going to go quick off the goal kick. Trying to feed it down the right side. Goes back for Weiss. Weiss, heavy first touch, but gets around Trossard, and now will feed it down the right side. He does on the Rapids, yes. He owns everything. Stan Kroenke owns everything. Good thing you not take Burnley plus 1,000. Told you that was a crap bet. Or 2,000. Told you that was a crap bet. Ugachukwu on the right side for Twin Zabi in their defensive half. Back to the keeper, Weiss. Weiss to midfield on the right side. Gets around his man. They got numbers here. No foul. Now they will bring it back. They will bring it back. They're going to say he took him down to the ground. It was Chauna took him to the ground. Off the header. Excuse me, Anthony. Anthony pushing Eze from the back. Not much contact on that one. Not much, but it will get the foul there. Well, back then, they put a lot of soccer-specific stadiums in the suburbs because it was cheaper. You Burnley's at plus 7,300. Yep. That's still a crap bet. Oh, I agree, Cujo. Putting in Commerce City. But when they made these soccer-specific stadiums in the 2000s, they were like, we're going to do it as cheap as possible, put them in the suburbs. That's why FC Dallas plays in Frisco. Sporting Kansas City plays on the Kansas side. They're in weird locations. The Fire used to play in Bridgeview, an hour away from Chicago. Arsenal in their defensive half on the left side. Gabriel. Into the attacking half. Mascara. On the right side, switching the play for Havertz. Havertz to Saka. Saka not going to take him on, so we'll go back to the edge of the box for Erdegaard. Erdegaard to Saka. Too much on that pass. It's a good run. Too much on that pass by Erdegaard. Oh, no, it's so far out, yeah. That's why a lot of these teams are now looking at building new stadiums downtown, because it's like, yeah, we might have made a mistake putting them in the suburbs in the middle of nowhere. Goal kick here for Burnley. Too much on that feed by Erdegaard. Saka's been incredible today. About 40 seconds behind. Yes, I am 40 seconds behind. Saka's been sublime today. Saka backheel pass to midfield. Goes for Eze. Gabriel back to Eze. Yeah, Red Bulls and Harrison. Yep. That's another one. At least New York City FC is going to be where City Field is. Gabriel. Trossard on the left side. Goes back to the defensive half for Rice. Oh, that was a crazy crowd in Powerfield. What was it, 60,000? It's pretty packed. Havertz on the right side. Saka, one-touch pass. Good ball movement there, Havertz. To Saka, he's in the 18. Saka, weak-footed! Finesse wide! With the curl from the 18. Beautiful run by Saka. Just wide on the finesse. At the top of the box. Have the space to fire. Only inches wide. That close to being up 2-0. So will 64 Country Act? I'm going to say fiction. I don't think geography means anything for the halftime show. For pregame, yes. They'll do pregame stuff involving country artists. But not halftime. I'd be very surprised. Back to Burnley off the goal kick. Twin Zabi will play it back to his keeper, Weiss. The largest private landowner in the U.S. That does not surprise me. Arsenal gets it back at midfield. Mascara down the right side for Havertz. Havertz going to take some guys on across to Saka at the 18. Trying to find with a left-footed pass. Wants a handball. Not going to get it. Appeals for a handball with Saka trying to play Erdegaard through. Breaks up the attack. Arsenal gets it back, though. Erdegaard, one-touch pass. Too heavy. Anthony gets it back. Down the right side now is Burnley. Yeah, it's going to be NBC. Yep. 2 minutes of added time. Arsenal ball thrown on the right side. It's been a while. When was the last time it happened? It was what, the Titans-Colts game during Sunday Night Football? Yeah, natural position for Twinzaby on the handball. It did touch Twinzaby's hand, but it was a natural position. Sorry for him here. How's it going, Jonathan? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, Mullins played versus 4 games. He should be terrified. That's probably going to be one where they take 3 or 4. So, Saliba back to Raya. Raya gives it off. Saliba on the right side in the box. For Mascara. Mascara back to Saliba. Saliba switching the play on the left side. Yeah, 2018, yeah, against the Colts. Mascara, high line for Burnley. Mascara. He'll get it to midfield. Only as far as a Burnley defender, though it's a bad first touch. Back to Arsenal. They'll throw it in on the right side, and you figure we'll take us to the halftime break. 40 seconds left of added time. Down the left side. Off the head of Trossard, back to Burnley. I'll throw it in and go back into their own box. Twinzaby. Estev on the near side. Back to Weiss. Take it across midfield here. With Ugochukwu. One chance potentially for Burnley. They gotta go quick. Anthony. Across on the right side. They get into the attacking third. Heavy first touch. They'll let this play out. Fake the cross to the box. Still no shots on goal for Burnley. We'll go back on the right side, and I'll take us to halftime. We go to the halftime break. Arsenal. We're going to go 5 points clear in the playoff for the championship race, the title hunt. Oh, Tom came past? I hear an iconic voice. We're going to go 5 clear in the title hunt. Burnley, no possession so far, about 23%. No shots on goal for Burnley. It's all Arsenal right now. 1-0. Score at the halftime break. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out. Tell the channel to try to grow this community even more. We'll be live later tonight for the Sabres against the Canadians. We'll do that game. If you like what you see, the like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. Try to grow this community even more. The emojis in for Arsenal and Burnley. Again, Burnley going down. I'll play in the championship next year, regardless of what happens over the final 2 games. Soccer friend, yes, I do like Fulham. Yes, and I'll be doing the World Cup. Doing all the matches for the World Cup. You're on JG9. We hit the bonus stream, so I appreciate you guys a ton. Hit the bonus stream goals, so this is the bonus stream. And so far, it's all Arsenal. Burnley wins and avoids relegation. They're already going down. Burnley is already automatically relegated. CFL, probably not. Probably not a CFL. We had a Hundo Jack for it, yeah, but otherwise probably not on that. Best year since the pandemic? What business? I actually have no idea on that one. And I guess every AI tool. Yeah, Brissett's holdout makes no sense. Jacoby Brissett's a moron. Jacoby Brissett is an absolute moron. He has no leverage. He sucks. They drafted a quarterback. They signed a quarterback. The new regime has no ties to him whatsoever. He was 1-11 last year. He can't throw a ball more than 10 yards down the field. No, it's not my only our national interest. It's not my only our national interest, but... How's it going, Evan? 5th day and I'm working 2 days a week, 8 hours a day. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. What UFO game is next week? I have to double check. When you waz so hard, you get wad out of the league. That's what happens. Favorite CFL team? No. No, I don't have a favorite team for the CFL. F1? Not a huge F1 guy. I feel like a lot of the races are pretty boring. Yeah, it was Monday Night Football, yep. Rugby or cricket? I like T20. Rugby, I like rugby sevens. I think union's a bit too slow. Cricket, I do like T20. Test match, I would never watch a test match. Way too long. Yeah, Aussie Rules is fun. I love watching the game on, like, Friday night. Like, 3 a.m. on the East Coast. Oh, that's awesome. News Journalism internship? That's awesome. We need a lot of good reporters nowadays. We need good reporting nowadays, so... The movie theater? Oh. For the right answer. I mean, Project Hail Mary is doing well. Then Devil Wears Prada 2. Michael. Yeah, pretty much, Glenn. Yep. Should sue Sky. Good luck with that. There's no brand confusion at all. Like, there's no brand confusion. The problem is that, like, even if you do sue, like, Monday Night Football is not really protected. Monday Night Football is not a protected product. So there are certain trademarks that... Well, here's the thing. There are certain trademarks that are protected and some that are not. UCF will be good this season? I'm not banking on it. Minshew starts week 1, fact. I'm going to go fact. So if I make up a name for a program, let's say I make up a name that the NFL decides to call their Sunday night game Blorpy Glorb, all right? The Sunday night game is called Blorpy Glorb, okay? That's a made-up word. If Sky Sports decides we're going to call our matches Glorpy Glorb, the NFL can sue. The NFL can sue because, well, that's a made-up word. We created that word. The problem is that if it's descriptive, if the trademark is just describing what is happening, you get less protection. That's why the Washington football team changed its name to the Commanders and Insignia football team. Because it's a descriptive thing. They're a football team that plays in Washington. If you're just describing the product, you don't get as much protection. So, football is what they call it in England. That's the name of the sport. And it takes place on Monday Night Football. NFL, Monday Night Football. It's a football game, takes place on Monday night. And it's descriptive. It's describing what the product is. You don't really get protection for that. So that's the thing. That's the gist of that. You try to get a trademark for the, yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah, UCF's going 12-0 winning it all. You don't know if you want to work in a newsroom or not? Yeah, I thought I wanted to work in a newsroom when I was in college, and then I saw the direction the industry was going, and it was like, I'm not sure this is for me. Really? You say, wow, yep. Are they not really protected? Premier League teams? See, that's a good question. Now, British trademark is different from American trademark. In America, the logo would be protected. The logo is protected under copyright. But the team name itself, no. The team name itself would not be. Like, if I make a team and call them Chelsea and they play in Chelsea, Chelsea FC can't come after me. Because I'm just describing what is. I'm a team that plays in Chelsea. Now, if I use their identical crest, obviously they come after me for that with copyright law. But with the name itself, no. Like, there's different levels to protection. Like, there's, if you use a word that is completely unrelated to the product, like Apple. When you think of Apple, you think of the food. Apple uses it as electronics things, so they're protected like that. Game 7, I have the Habs. ChatGPT says it can sue. Then what do you... Yeah, there is a statute of limitations. That is also a thing. There is a statute of limitations. You have to say, yep. I have the Canadians winning Game 7. First period over? Yes. First period over. The last 2 games had 5 goals in the first period. Yeah, I'm going over on that one. Says something about descriptive. I mean, I'll link what the actual, like, the government says. It has some bear away from home. Yep. Huge crash in practice. Ooh, involving Rossi. Ooh. That's also why Google employees try to, whenever they can. It's weird. If your thing is too good, sometimes you don't get protection from that. Pistons choke. Yeah, they sucked. They sucked. Yeah, I think Canes are going to win in 5 in the next series, whoever they play. So something like Google, they're fighting really hard to keep their trademark because it's too common of a word at this point. Like, when you want to start something, just Google it. Well, if it enters the lexicon, like Frisbee. Frisbee's not trademark anymore, even though that was a trademark at one point because it's too commonly used. Q-tips, same thing. I'm not rooting for the Habs. I just think they win. I'm not rooting for the Habs at all. I think it'd be great if the Sabres won. Are you kidding me? I would love it if the Sabres won. The Nashville hosting completes the AFC South Super Bowl tour. It does. I just think the Canadians win. There's going to be a lot of goals. I know that much. OKC Spurs, it's going to be a fun series. Yeah. Yeah, I think OKC in 6. Where you don't need to file a formal copyright. No, you don't need to file a formal. Once you make it and publish it, it's automatically copyrighted. Yeah, like, I don't formally copyright any of my stuff. At least not yet. Yeah, only because of Cadre? Yep. Yeah, trademark law is very interesting. Transfer to the hospital? At least he's awake. That's good. Yeah, I did not see that. I have to check the replay afterwards. Yeah, Steelers sign Rodgers. Yep, they're going to stay middling forever. Wait, Canadians over... Wait, what? No, I'm taking the Canes in 5. Wait. I think you misheard. I'm taking the Canes in 5. I think the Canadians beat the Sabres. I think the Canes win whoever wins this series in 5. I'm rooting for this. I don't want to say I'm rooting for the Sabres, but it'd be a feel-good story. I would love that. But no, I'm taking the Canes over the Canadiens easily. I have the Canes against the Avs in the Stanley Cup. If it's not going to happen for the Canes this year, it's never going to happen. It's like Canadiens over Sabres, but then Canes in 5. Yeah, Canadiens over Sabres, but Canes in 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals. That was a good video, Lim. Yep. My favorite one's probably the 93 Oilers or the Legacy of Failures. Goes OT and Thompson wins it for the Sabres. Man, Game 7 OT winner. Nothing like it. Nothing else like it. Yeah, Canadiens are an interesting one. They like alternate wins and losses and whatnot. Buffalo's the expert when it comes to losing in the second round. All right, gotta get this one away. Canes not playing well. Yeah, they're gonna be very well rested. Is that common to not media access first day? Yeah. Yeah, it depends on team-to-team basis, but it's not unusual. Yeah, the Steelers are not making a Super Bowl. The RG3 is... I'm not taking anything RG3 seriously in a while. I'm gonna hold fact on that one, Rob. I'm gonna hold fact. Back underway here. Arsenal going right to left. Burnley left to right. Right, exactly. Those things, if they become the lexicon, they lose the trademark. They lose the trademark 100. Like, I think roller skates are another one. They've lost the trademark. That's why Google is fighting so hard to do that. It's also why Google sort of hopes that Bing becomes big. Because if Bing becomes a competitor, they obviously don't want it to overtake Google, but if they become a competitor, at least it gives them more protection on their trademark. Taskmaster? I don't think I have. If I have it, I didn't recognize it. Like, I didn't recognize the channel. I don't... That thing does not ring a bell. Free kick here. Burnley going to take it. Again, they're going left to right. Headed onto the left side. Good touch there. Finds Perez. Saka gets a foot on it. Back to the left edge of the box for Anthony. Anthony trying to get around Mascara. Anthony lost it. Gabriel, nice tackle there. Feeds it down the side. And cleared away by Saliba. Too far out, so we'll go out for a Burnley throw-in. No, Big won't even overcome DuckDuckGo. No. I'm not sure they're going to rise anytime soon, yeah. So I'm trying to really work hard so I can get a house. Trying to really work hard so I can get the house I want. Throw in here. On the left side for Burnley in the attacking half. A retreat. Back to their keeper for Weiss. Off the throw-in. Yeah, this title race is, yeah. If Spurs go down, that'd be the funniest timeline. Spurs going down would be the funniest timeline. I mean, can you imagine if Arsenal wins the Prem and Spurs go down? I mean, that would be like Christmas. Oh, that... I think we've seen some clips on that. Yes, I think we have seen some... I've seen some clips during overtime on that. If that's the show I'm thinking of, that is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Hannibal was on a yellow. Feeds it to midfield on the left side. Ugachukwu retreats back in his defensive half. For Estev. Back to the keeper for Weiss. Yeah, Bing might be number 4 at this point. Weiss gets it across the half. Arsenal gets it back off the kick. Trossard. Room for the Meteor and OKC San Antonio. I don't blame you on that one. Only Big I know is Chandler. The basketball player or the Friends character? Eze. You know, I'm rooting for whoever wins the East. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Knicks. Ask Jeeves. I remember Ask Jeeves. I remember Ask Jeeves very well. As he gives it off on the right side, retreats back to midfield. Unfortunately, with my clock, I'm just going to get this out of the way. There's no way to start at 45 minutes. I have to reset. I have to go all the way back to 0. So, unfortunately, there's no way to do that. I wish there was. Unfortunately, there is not. If I find a way, I'll let you know. But from everything I looked up, like I wish I could do like 48, 45. But right now, I have to do it as just 3:42 in the second half. Down the right flank here for Arsenal. Trying to get around Perez. Goes back to the edge of the box on the right side. Erdegaard on the right edge of the box. Xhaka. Edge of the box for Havertz. Back to Xhaka. Had the assist on the corner. Back. One-touch pass by Erdegaard. Reset with Rice. Playing it down that right side. Saka. Erdegaard. Lost the handle. Looking for Havertz on that run down the right side of the box. Chandler behind. Yep. Burnley gets it back on the near side. Walker. Twinzabi. Estef. Back to Twinzabi in the 18. Nick Scavs, then Meteor. Yep. Arizona sees the press reps. Let's go. Kids leading starting the clock. No, like, there's no way. Like, I can go count up, but there's no way for me to start at 45, if that makes sense. Like, if I go where I reset and put it at 45, what we'll do is just rewrap the minutes. But there's no way for it to... The only thing I could do is just not do it during stoppage time. That's the only thing I could do, is just not have the clock running during stoppage time. I could have a second clock, actually. It's not a bad idea. I have a second clock for stoppage time. It's actually not a bad idea. Have a second clock just for stoppage time. I don't hate that. I'll do that, actually. Yeah. Now I'm talking. Now I'm thinking that through. Yeah. Burnley chance on a counterattack of a poor pass. Here they come down the left side. Fires a shot from 30 out, too high. Poor pass there. At midfield. Eze, lackadaisical, playing it back to his center back. Burnley jumps on it, but the shot way too high from 30 yards out. Yeah, second clock, I think is the way to do it. Anthony. Too much. Second clock for penalties. Hockey? I do, yes. Yeah, but like, for that, like, so I count down. I'll show you what I mean after the game. Might be a bit confusing to explain, but I'll show you what I mean after the game. Ball here down the left side. Trossard, not enough on that pass. Back to Burnley. Chauna. Working it down the near side. Hannibal taken down by Gabriel. Free kick here at midfield for Burnley. Is small red square flares out? Yeah. I'm going to do, I have a red card graphic. I do have a red card graphic when that happens. So I do have that. Walker taking the free kick on the right side. Tries to loop it over the head of Gabriel. Cannot do some. Burnley gets it back on the right side. Anthony taking on Gabriel. Running out of room. Crosses it in. No one there on the left side. Miscommunication there with Fleming. And also lets someone go out harmlessly for a throw-in. I got that, Dexy, yeah. NFL laying 10 to their clock. They thought about that. I would say no, because like that was a proposal. It did not go through. The problem with tens is that resetting the clock would become a nightmare. Not only is it more infrastructure you have to spend, but also you have to... There'd be so many clock, like, reviews for the clock inside 2 minutes. Also off the goal kick. Chance here down the left flank. Here they come. Trossard. It's the attacking third. Taking on Walker. In the 18. It can't be worse than their last manager. Across here. Calafiori to the right side for Havertz. Havertz. Back to Rice at the edge of the box on the right side. Calafiori. Excuse me, Havertz. Rice. We're going to loop this one in. Xhaka. Across. Shot off the crossbar. Eze tried to chop that one over the head of Weiss. On target. Trying to chop that one in with the sidekick. It's tipped away by Weiss. Should be a corner. It's not. Eze was adamant that was corner. That looked like a corner. It was off the hand of Weiss. Over the bar, but will be a goal kick nonetheless. Off the goal kick, Burnley in their defensive half. Walker on the right side. Chauna. Heavy first touch back to Arsenal. It's Trossard. He'll hold it in the defensive half. Slowing the pace down. Saliba. The right side. Across on the left for Gabriel. Gabriel across midfield to the left side for Trossard. Trossard. Resets at midfield. Rice. Pass goes CFL. I'm going to say fact at this point. Trossard. The left side. Run. Good run here by Havertz. Going to keep it in. He can. The cross in. Headed. Deflected away. It's a great run by Havertz and a sublime cross. But Esteb chasing that one down. Good job there by Havertz to stay on side. Finding Eze in the 6. Eze, a couple of good chances so far. First 10 minutes of the half. But Esteb gets ahead onto it. And Weiss dives for that one to keep it out. That close to 2-0. Arsenal threatening for a second right now. You don't really feel Burnley's threatening for anything. Yeah, if it wasn't there, that's a goal. Oh, easily. Yep. Easily. Now Walker on the right side. Play it back in his defensive half to Ugachukwu. No subs for either side yet. Back to Weiss. Weiss lays it off short. They're going to build from the back. Twinzabi. Twinzabi. Good find to Chauna. Now they'll switch the play down the left side. Not a great pass to Anthony. And Arsenal heads that one. Rice goes to Mascara. Mascara tackled. Good tackle by Hannibal on a yellow. Good tackle there, and Burnley on a counterattack. Burnley at the 18. Taking 2 guys on. Takes it down the right side, now holds it. Goes back to Walker. Walker cross in. Runner falls down. Weak cross there. Runner fell down either way. It's a good counterattack. Couldn't get anything out of him. Mascara now on the right side. Guarded by Ugachukwu. Ugachukwu with the tackle. No foul. Here comes Burnley. Chance here from the edge. Way too high. Skied that shot was Hannibal. From 25 yards out. Yeah, I don't see him in the lineup. I don't see him in the lineup, Dan. Gonna revisit the Santa Clara County Sports Fan? Oh yeah, that was wild. That was absolutely wild. The Cardinals playing in, or the Niners playing in Arizona was just wild. Gabriel gets it across midfield. Good find. Trossard. Down the right side at midfield for Saliba. Or excuse me, for Mascara. Mascara can't make the run. Going to reset back. Now down the right side goes to center. Erdegaard. That pass too much on for Calafiori. Ambitious idea there by Erdegaard. From 30 yards out. Try and find Calafiori on the opposite side. Bit too late on the cross. And too narrow. He needs to lead him out wide. Oh, join the Navy. Oh, that's great. I didn't even notice that. That's awesome. I was going to say, I don't see him in the lineup. I don't see him in the... How's it going, DJ? Appreciate you being here. You know, California was... Yeah, St. Clair was one of the first. Arsenal back to their defensive zone. Their defensive half. Left side here, Calafiori. Gabriel, they're going to retreat backwards. Saliba. Eze. Tackle from behind by Ugachukwu. Florentino. Free kick for Arsenal midfield. But all right so far, CJ. Didn't get a ton of sleep because the Nashville news broke as I was in bed. So I was like, screw it, let's go live. So that happened. Quick free kick down the right side. Havertz. It's off to Saka. Saka. Try to take on two. Perez gets a foot on it and clears the danger for the moment right as far as Rice. Edge of the box on the right side. Erdegaard. No offside. Saka fires near post into the side netting. Gonna get offside regardless. I actually don't know if that was offside. Not that it matters. So shove it into the side netting. I'm not sure that was offside. Havertz might have been held on. From a center back on the opposite side. It's closer than it looked at first glance. How's it going, David? Appreciate you being here. Either way, when it goes to the side netting, Saka's been my man of the match so far. He's been causing havoc. 15 gone. Bad goal kick by Burnley out of play. How's it going, Bobby? Appreciate you being here. Did two boys reference on The Simpsons? I did not realize that. Smart for race to play doorbell sounds? No. You don't do that to animals. You don't do that to animals. They're helpless. You don't do that to animals. That's wrong. And it's going to deter people from going to another bark in the park. It's going to deter people from doing that because their dogs might get scared by that. That's dumb. That should not be allowed, actually. That should not be allowed. If you want to rile up fans, it's one thing. But to rile up dogs, no. That should not be allowed. That's not fair to them. Trossard down the left side. The attacking third will reset back to midfield for Rice. Saliba. Rice. Back to Saliba. Moving their line up. Erdegaard. We'll go to the right side. Miscommunication there. Havertz tried a one-touch pass to Saka. Was not expecting it. Falkenstein mostly. I don't hate it. I don't hate the move. I mean, it was good to start with the Magic. Kind of lost its luster at the end, but yeah. I don't hate it for the Pels. Hard tackle there. Mascara taken from behind. Free kick for Arsenal. And the attacking third on the right side. 62 minutes gone in this one. Free kick on the right side. And it's working in your favor. It's not great, though. It's not great. Free kick from Rice on the right side. Low driving ball in and cleared away. Calafiori. Offside. Free kick here. Weiss. Down the left flank. Into the box. Tackle away. Back to Arsenal. Last time brother won a game was in a Seahawks or Selman Super Bowl. Yep, there's a reason they're going down. Calafiore on the left side. Plays in the defensive half. Across center, Rice to the right side. Gabriel. That's still holding? Yeah, I don't know. But I appreciate all you guys for being here. Eze. Across midfield. Eze. Down the right side. Slowing the pace down. Rice. You only said Tesco. Yep. Erdegaard. Run on the right side. Too much on that pass. Erdegaard trying to find his men on the runs. His pass has not been the best this half. And also loses possession. Favorite inside the NBA moment has to be Charles Barkley with Phoenix. Charles Barkley, Phoenix with the nachos. Either that or 3 words must-see TV. Or 2 words must-see TV. Chris Paul, Steve Nash must-see TV. 2 words. You know, Burnley is not playing well right now. I mean, especially Galveston's performance. Yeah. They just don't look threatening at all. They haven't got a shot on target. Goal kick. Burnley in the attacking third. Heavy slide tackle there. Play on. Chauna. Down the right side for Walker. Walker, good run down the right side. Tackle, hard tackle. Wants a foul, not going to get a clean tackle there. On Hannibal down the right flank. Cleared away, back to Burnley. Twinsaby back to Weiss. High line here for Burnley. Ugachukwu. Are some more than double the passes that Burnley's got. Hey, Galveston, Burnley FC. Yep. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough. Jackson, I don't think it will be enough with how stacked the NL is. Walker at midfield on the right side. Twinsaby back in the defensive half. Yeah, you can tell from just watching this game. Yep. You can tell just from watching this one. Twinsaby tries to get across midfield. Calafiore intercepts the one. Then backheel pass by Eze. Heavy first touch. Back to Burnley down the right side. Hannibal. Hannibal trying to take on Gabriel. Does. Then lost the handle. Gabriel, good tackle on the recovery. Play on for Arsenal. Down the right side. Saka. Holds it back in the defensive half. Rice. Yeah, Burnley may be in trouble next year. Saka. Backheel pass, looking for Havertz. And then a slide tackle from behind from Havertz. It will be a yellow card. Havertz taking him down from behind. Easy yellow. First yellow for Arsenal. Off the giveaway. Taking down Estev. No subs yet for either side. About halfway through this second half. Not counting stoppage time. Ugachukwu was down off that tackle. And Studs were up on that slide from behind. Havertz lucky to only get a yellow on that, honestly. They're gonna review this. Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna review this for VAR. This could be a red. Hang on a second here for Burnley. This could be a red. Studs were up. Tackle was late from behind. They're gonna review this. They are gonna review this. This could be a red for Havertz. Had the goal. Yeah, it can be upgraded. Yep, it can be upgraded. He had the goal that put Arsenal in front. They might go down to 10. Studs were up. It was late. Behind. Studs were up. Yeah, they can upgrade. They're looking at VAR check right now. That's what they're doing right now. They're looking at VAR. No red card. Havertz fortunate to get away with a yellow. Now, Man City fans are not happy about that. Dolphins, I'm saying I've not. No. I've never been to the venue. Off the free kick, Burnley on the left side. Passed by Perez. Cleared away by Arsenal. Burnley throw on the left side. But Havertz does get a yellow. Yeah, that stadium was suitable for what it was. Suitable for what it was back then. Our first sub of the game. Hannibal on a yellow. He's coming out. Amdouni coming in for Burnley. So Hannibal's day is done. Amdouni comes in. Will be just his third match of the season. The 25-year-old forward. Trying to give him some attacking prowess late. And the 90 TV cameras, yeah, they may look a lot nicer than it was, yeah. Problem is that, like, obviously the shade. Obviously, there was no shade at that stadium. You can, of course, to Hannibal, yep. You might be his best chance up the OKC Dynasty, yep. Yep. Arsenal looks like they're ready to make some substitutions as well. In a little bit. Looks like Gyökeres is warming up for the Gunners. And Hannibal off on a yellow. Amdouni coming in for the third time this season. Some attacking prowess. But no goals to his name so far in the campaign. It's Weiss. Weiss in his box. We'll give it off on the left side. Too much on that pass. Weiss has not been clinical with his kicking today. Goal kicks have gone out of play. That pass way off the mark. Looking for Perez down the left side. Arsenal will get a throw-in off of nothing. Lewis Skelly looks like he's ready to come on. Hincapié is ready to come on. Looks like a triple sub ready for Arsenal. Hincapié, Lewis Skelly, and Gyökeres. Looks like a triple sub for the Gunners. Try and close this one out. Calafiori coming off. Did not do much today. Hincapié comes on. Gives him an extra defender. Lewis Skelly coming on for Eze. And they will bring on Gyökeres as well. Take off Rice. Triple sub for the Gunners. Get 5 each. On the right side here, Mascara. Erdegaard. This shouldn't change the formation for Arsenal. I might drop one more back. Yeah, we'll see, Jackson. We will see. Free kick for Arsenal on the right side. In the attacking third. You wonder when Havertz will come off. He's on a yellow. You can see this one out. Still want to go down to 10. Wonder if they will take on Havertz at some point. Yeah, It's too early by playoff tickets. They don't go until August. USA Network is airing this game. Excuse me, Rice is still in. My apologies on that. Rice is still in. My apologies. I think it was Havertz who was taken off, actually. Yeah, Havertz was taken off. Rice is in. My apologies on that one. Free kick, not even close. Yeah, so Havertz is off. My apologies there. Rice takes that free kick and then nowhere near the target. Arsenal's been clinical on set pieces today and this entire season. They got their lone goal off a set piece. I'm close to clinical there. Someone sold their season tickets, so I'm taking them a quarter of ALDS skips. Let's go. Haven't seen that video? Click that link above or below. Arsenal clinch with a win? No, they do not. No. No, because Man City still has one game in hand. Trossard can't get his head to it. Back to Burnley. Down the right side, it's Walker. Walker near midfield on the right side. Stop at Shearer. Burnley player is down. Chauna is down. Not sure what happened there. We'll take a look. But Chauna, Welling, and Payne near midfield. It's pushed down on the play by Hincapié. We'll see if they review this. Hincapié with a needless shove to the upper body. Taking Chauna down. We'll see if VAR intervenes. But a needless shove by Hincapié. Off ball, too. Chauna does get back up. It's going to be a lot of added time between the VAR review and the Havertz red card. The stoppage there with the Hincapié shove. We will see some added time. "15 minutes before stoppage time here. VAR will not intervene. Burnley off the free kick. +7, yeah. I'm going +6. Right side push from behind. Free kick for Arsenal. At midfield. Gabriel. Down the left side for Trossard. Trossard. Good run there. It goes for Hincapié. Hincapié pushed from behind by Tuanzebe. Just a regular goal kick. Not enough contact on that one to warrant a penalty. Hincapié active off the bench so far. Yeah, Angels, yeah, so much for their hot start. If he fell on his own accord. He fell on his own accord on that one. Sub here for Burnley. Florentino coming off. James Ward-Prowse, the former Southampton man. He will enter. No goals to his name this season. Ward-Prowse is coming on. Jackson 1-0 in court. Meyer gets no money. Thank God. Yeah, it turns out you can fire a guy for cause when they assault a player. And we got a bear butt alert. So Ward-Prowse is on. Arsenal off the goal kick by Burnley, out of play. Throw in here, goes off the foot of Xhaka. Burnley, wild pass back to their defensive half. Chasing that one down is Arsenal. And has to just go back to Weiss. High line though for the Gunners. They got a touch on it. Tuanzebe gives it off on the near side to Walker. And then off the foot of Hincapié. No penalty there. Let's say it was all ball there. Embellished. He went down on his own accord. Gyökeres chasing that one down. Weiss took him down from behind, but we're going to say it was soft. Good chase down there by Gyökeres, that extra 7 off the bench. Fresh legs off the bench, chasing that one down on Weiss. He embellished that a little bit. He definitely embellished that a little bit. '79th minute here, still 1-0. The Havertz header off the Saka corner. The difference in this one so far, back in the first half. Free kick here by Ward-Prowse. Lauren is on as well for Burnley. I don't think they announced that one, but Lauren is on. Free kick. There was a foul away from the play. Erdegaard was sinking to the ground. We'll go back to Arsenal as a result. So Lawrence in the game as well for Burnley. One of 12 different goal scorers for Burnley this season. 80th minute here. Free kick. Raya has not to touch the ball a lot today. Burnley poor on the attack. Not a lot of chances in the box. Not a lot of touches in the box. A rare touch there for Raya. Off the kick. We'll go behind for a goal kick for Burnley. 10 minutes left before stoppage time. Arsenal trying to see this one out. Go 5 points clear. Man City does have a game in hand. Arsenal knows what they must do again. This is their final home game of the season. They go on the road to Crystal Palace after this. They can hold on and get 3. They're title champs for the first time in 22 years. Back heel pass. Tackle from behind. Play on. Arsenal down the left side. Trossard. Overlapping run by Nkapie. And cleared away by Walker on the left side. Arsenal and Nkapie going to take the throw-in on the left side. 81st minute. They'll slow things down. No urgency. With this 1-0 lead in the attacking half. Nkapie will not take the throw-in. He'll go to Rice instead. Rice will take this throw on the left side. Got men in the box if he wants to go long. Mascara on the far post. Arsenal going right to left. They'll go backwards instead to Nkapie. Nkapie. Edge of the box on the left side. Across Trossard. Cross is cleared and back to Arsenal on the left side. They'll reset back at center. With Saliba. Back to Raya. Raya. Down the right side. It will go out of play. Burnley thrown on the right side. Couldn't hit Gabriel there. Another sub here for Burnley. Estev coming off. Humphreys coming on. Fourth sub made by Burnley out of 5. They replace one center back with another. And one more sub as well. Chouna coming off. Larson comes on. Burnley out of subs. Some fresh legs in the attack. Are these going to be the subs that help Burnley salvage a point out of this one? And make the title race a little bit more interesting. 83rd minute we go. Rice gets the steal. Goes back to midfield on the right side. No foul. Saliba plays it back to Raya. Raya will send it down the left flank. Chasing that one down. It's a good run here by Gyökeres. Gyökeres chasing that inside the 18. Twinzabi able to play it back to Walker, and Weiss will just have to boot that one out of play. Back for Arsenal at midfield. Somehow did not go out of play, actually. That ball did not bounce out of play. Back to Burnley. Through the legs, run here. Ward-Prowse down the left flank. Looking on the play for Perez. Too much on that one. Out of play, and Mascara. Let's take it out for a throw-in. So we're at the 84th minute. Mascara throwing on the right side is defensive third. High line here for Burnley. Arsenal with 2 subs remaining. Burnley with none. Mascara. Injured player for Arsenal. It's going down away from the play with Zerdegaard. Gets back up. We'll slow things down for the moment. Erdegaard, Hovland. Not sure what happened there with Erdegaard. He's walking with a bit of a limp right now. He's okay, though. Thrown goes directly to Erdegaard. Back to Mascara. I'll boot it deep. How's it going, RFK? Appreciate you being here. On the right side. Gyökeres wins the throw on the right side. Shielding it away from Humphries. Gyökeres active since coming in a couple of minutes ago. It's looking very sharp so far. Just holding the play. Did he make the call? Not yet. I have to figure out the schedule. Yeah, Burnley has 4-12 wins and they play Wolves next game, who just tied Fulham. Yeah, relegation battle there, even though both teams are already down. Battle of the bottom feeders for the final game. Heavy touch by Trossard. Back to Burnley it goes. Walker. On the right side. Goes back to center. Walker. Resets here with Anthony. Down the left side midfield. Walker, one-touch pass. Resets back on the left side for Anthony. The tank ball of all tank balls. Yep. Twin Zabi. Ward-Prowse. On the left side here. Humphries. In the attacking third. Anthony. Gets by Erdegaard. Tackle away, though, by Rice. And foul from behind on Burnley. Pires. Knocked down Erdegaard from behind and for the tap. Or right, knocked down Rice, I should say, from behind. Streaming schedule tonight, we're doing the Sabres-Habs Game 7. Not sure after that what the plan is. I have to double check with D-backs and the NHL and NB schedule. I have to figure all that out. But I think we'll have you make the call for Wednesday. I think we'll have one where we'll decide between NBA and NHL. I'll double check on that one. 87th minute. Moses will have Swa on that one. Rhea going to take the free kick. Arsenal setting everyone down. Rhea will boot this one to the right side. Can't find Gyökeres. Humphries gets a foot on it. Pires, an offensive third, just trying to clear the danger. Back heel pass. Arsenal push from behind. That's going to be a foul. Good shielding job there down the left side. You know, tomorrow they play 9:40 home. Yep. Right, so probably just a regular overtime stream tomorrow. And then Wednesday we'll do a game in prime time. That's my guess. I'll double check. Free kick for Arsenal on the right side in the attacking third. Yeah, Man City with OTF. Well, Man City, the thing with Man City, that game, I mean, I might do that one. I can't do OT after I have something at 2 o'clock my time. So I can't do OT after, but I can do Man City tomorrow. I can definitely do that. Free kick. Rice. To take it on the right side. Delivers the ball into the box. Too much on it. Looking for the head of Gabriel. Then a weak-footed shot from the 18. Sails way wide. Ambitious try there. One-time shot in the air by Trossard. OT after this? I think so. Yeah, I think we'll do OT after this. Walker. Feeds it to midfield, back to Walker. Arsenal gets the body out in front. Lewis Skelly. Gets there. Arsenal take it down the left side. Gyökeres. Into the 18. Bump from behind. No call. Bump from behind by Walker. Able to jar that one free. Ward-Prowse. Bad pass to the center of the 18. Arsenal gets it back on the left side with Trossard. Trossard in the 89th minute. Trossard. Not a bad idea there. Looking for Lewis Skelly on the run. With the back heel pass. Yeah, I think so, JP. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Depends how I'm feeling, too. Depends on my body, too, because RLS was bad yesterday. My RLS with the emergency stream, it was bad yesterday. I gotta not get a good night's sleep because my RLS was just flaring. We enter the 90th minute. Burnley looks no more threatening than they did the first half. Which is to say, not threatening at all. Walker. Too much on that pass. Arsenal will clear the danger. Back to midfield. Burnley gets a head on it, though. Good first touch to Anthony. Anthony. Chance here potentially for Fleming. Fleming. Bad first touch by him. Arsenal will clear it down the left side. Gyökeres looking to hold the play. Trying to get around Tuanzebe. Can't do so. Tuanzebe plays it back to Weiss. On the right side, Walker. See how much added time? I presume 6 minutes of added time. We will see. Ward-Prowse gives it off on the left side. Walker. Back goes for Laurent. Laurent to Ward-Prowse. They're at midfield. Going to enter the 90th. Ward-Prowse. Gives it off at midfield on the left side. 7 minutes. Irving called it. 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes. Mdouni. To Humphreys. Back to midfield. Walker on the right side. Back to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse gives it off on the left side, just advancing the line. Humphreys gives it off on the left side. Cross into the box. And Rhea goes down. Easy call there for a free kick. Fleming making contact in the air with Rhea. And a yellow card coming up for Fleming as well. Easy call there. Too much on that one. And Rhea in some pain. All good on that one, Michael. Rhea down. He has no incentive to get up after that. It's about for walk. All good, Matthew. Rhea has no incentive to get up. He can take his sweet time getting up. The clock is Arsenal's friend at this point. And Rhea is flailing. We don't know how much of this is legit or how much is... Now he's holding his hamstring. And we don't know how much of this is legit or not. In stoppage time, how much of this is gamesmanship? They already assessed the yellow to Fleming. For the contact in the air on the cross, that was way too much. Arsenal 5 minutes away. As Kepa gets back up. A sub will come on for Arsenal. 2 subs coming on. Probably spread out the subs. I would think. No, they're going to bring them all at the same time. As Trossard is down. You're right about 7+, yep. Looks like Martinelli and Zubamendi coming in for the Gunners. And it will be. Trossard's day is done. They'll bring on Martinelli. And for the final sub, Zubamendi. Replacing Erdegaard. Not a great second half for Erdegaard. Passing was not the most clinical. But they will bring on Zubamendi. Trying to see this one through. 7 minutes of added time. About 2.5 gone so far. They'll probably add a bit more between the injury to Rhea and the subs and the yellow. Probably play 8. And all 5 subs of both sides are on. Saliba, Mascara, Gabriel, Saka, and Rice. The 5 from the starting lineup still in for Arsenal. Walker, Tuanzebe, Anthony, Fleming on yellow, and Perez. The 5 still in for Burnley from the starting lineup. And then Larson, Humphreys, Ward-Prowse, Mdouni, and Laurent. And then for Arsenal, Hincapié, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Zubamendi, and Lewis Skelly. Poor clearance there by Burnley, goes out of play. Arsenal gets it on the left side. Hincapié will throw this one in on the left side. And Capier throwing to the edge of the box, looking on the play. Martinelli can't get there. Burnley head away by Arsenal down the left side. Martinelli gets a head back to it. Walker. It's a high clearance to midfield. Arsenal will get a head on it. Keeping the air, Martinelli. Good pass. And Martinelli. Free kick won by Arsenal. Contact in the air. Perez going to get a yellow. 2 yellows for Burnley in this stoppage time. High kick there is the call. No surprises there. When flying. Contact in the air and Saka goes down and bringing Pep news. I saw that. I don't buy it yet because the Daily Mail was the first on it, and the Daily Mail's kind of I mean, we know the Daily Mail is, we know what their reputation is, but that would be crazy. That would be a blockbuster move. OT for the game? Yes, we'll do OT for the game. We'll do OT. Rice will take the free kick. They'll play it long down the right side. Trying to get into the corner. Not a great free kick, though. Cleared away by Humphreys. Back to Arsenal, though. Bad first touch. There will be a foul going against Gabriel. Weiss will take the free kick. 2 minutes left, plus whatever the ref adds on. Yeah, if everyone's saying Pep is gone, yeah, if it's not just Daily Mail, that would, yeah. Pep might know something about financial fair play. He might know something that they're about to get hammered. Oh, we said that for a while. Good pass here. Now Martinelli's in. Martinelli in the 18. Heavy touch. Can he get in? Walker takes him down. No call. Walker, nice recovery there. Deny Martinelli off the free kick. It's a great header initially. And Gyökeres out-muscling Tuanzebe to feed it to Martinelli, who was through if not for the closing speed of Walker. But if New York Times say and BBC, oh, then he's gone. Fabrizio reporting, oh, it's good as gone now. Wow. Yeah, we're doing all the World Cup games. Yep, we are. We're doing all the World Cup games. Yeah, it's as good as gone. That's crazy. Wow. That changes the entire complexion of the Premier League going forward. Wow. Ward-Prowse in midfield. Potentially one last chance for Burnley. What's been a lifeless affair for them so far. Humphreys on the left side. Back to Ward-Prowse in midfield. He'll look to switch the play on the right side. And will go to Tuanzebe on the right side. No, Pep is gone. Fabrizio is saying that Pep is gone. Anthony. Back to Tuanzebe. Ball on the right side on the edge of the box. Mdouni. Bad touch. Great job there, shielding by Gabriel. Goal kick for Raya. He'll take his sweet time with this one. Yeah, it's done it for a while, so I just don't buy it. But now that everyone, if Fabrizio is saying it, that's as good as legit. We've reached 7 minutes of stoppage time. See how much more they add on. Raya, no incentive to kick this ball anytime soon. The final game of the Emirates for the Gunners and what's been a magical season for them. The Champions League final coming up in a couple days against PSG, and obviously they know what they must do. Or anything crazy, they win this game, beat Crystal Palace, they're the champs. Weiss. He'll clear it in his box. No whistle yet. Head away by Arsenal. On the right side, Mascara heads it out of play. Yeah, let's be talking post-game. Forget this game, yeah. Enzo will be the replacement. That doesn't surprise me. Throw in here for Walker. We're past the 7 minutes. We had 2 yellow cards, some subs, some stoppages. Throw in here. Into the box it goes. Headed away. Back to Walker. On the left side. Trying to get a ball in. No power on that one. No height on it. Arsenal clears away with easily. Chasing that one down is Gyökeres. Gyökeres trying to get it. Wait for Larson. It goes off Larson. Gyökeres has been a menace today. Gyökeres has been a menace off the bench. chasing these balls down. Forcing some errant first touches as a result. Have to get time when it hits steady? They don't have to, but usually they do. Man United, way too picky. Yeah, with Carrick now being the manager, yeah. Can we champions from Man City fell swing? Yep. Throw in here for Arsenal on the right side. Out of play again. Poor touch there by Perez. Arsenal will take their time again. I think we're going to do, yeah, I think we're doing Champions League at noon. Mascara will take another throw-in. On the right side. We are way past the allotted 7 minutes. This feels like a game you could give Burnley 3 hours to find the back of the net. They wouldn't do it. Mascara. Holding on the right side. Plays in the corner. Gets by 2. He'll cross it into the box. No one there. Burnley. One last chance on the attack. It's going to go out of play. Back for another Arsenal throw-in. Not that it matters. Full time. The whistle blows. Arsenal. One more win away from their first title in 22 years. All eyes on the Man City match tomorrow. But Arsenal, full time, 5 points clear with 1 to play, with Man City having the game in hand. Not a flashy performance by any means by the Gunners, but it's enough. A set-piece goal. Saka, your man of the match. And Arsenal 1 win away from their first title since the Invincible season. Burnley did absolutely nothing that game. And you give them 3 more hours to find the back of the net, I'm not sure they would. A thoroughly deserved 3 points for the Gunners. And an indication of why Burnley is going down as one of the worst teams in the Prem. Your final stats, Burnley, no shots on goal. 3 shots on goal for Arsenal. But it gets it done. Burnley only 5 shot attempts all match. Raya did not make a single save. How much on Saka? Pretty often. Pretty often. And the Gunners. The title is at the doorstep. They know what they must do on Sunday against Crystal Palace. Could be a magical month between the final against PSG and the Premiership title. We will see what happens. Immensely playing Villa? Yeah, that's going to be tough. On that note, let's do some overtime. But I'll show you what I mean. So, if I, let's say, with the clock, if I start at 45, what happens, I'll show you. I start at 45. It will then go up, but it will never change to 45. So that's why I have to change how I do the clock for soccer. I'll show you here. But we'll do overtime. We will do OT. I'll put 5 minutes on the clock. Yes, it does feel like that, Connor. Yep. I think that's a very good comparison, actually. It's a very good comparison. Burnley will be back in the Prem next service? I think so. The gap between the teams that consistently yo-yo in the Prem and whatnot, and the ones that don't. No, I'm showing you what I mean with the clock. So you're gonna see what happens when that's why I have to do the clock the way I do. I'll have to change it. Because if I put it at 45, let's say I do this for the second half, like 45 minutes. Start at 45. What will then happen? Pep Guardiola, manager of Man City. What will then happen is it will then do that. So it's like, yeah. Obviously, that doesn't work. Alright, so let's do this thing. 5 minutes on the clock for OT. Additional clock for how long OT goes on. Yep. You still do OT? Yep, we're going to do OT. Figure why not. Karaoke wheel. Peacemaker, Michael with the 2. Appreciate you, man. Reset the clock. Figure one out. The Sabre game doesn't start for another 2 hours, like 40 minutes, so why not? My Twitter time lineup of Pep and Man City? Not surprised. Sexy Back. It's a half-off song. 3 years? Yeah, I'd say 3 years, yeah. Sexy Back is half-off. Hard Out? I'd say 4:30. Not 4:30, 6:30 Eastern time. So 6:30 Eastern. I don't think we're going to get there, but now it's everywhere, man. Last of the American Girls. Yeah, we have time for this, OT. Wait until today for everything? All good. All right. Appreciate you, Michael, on that. All right. Peacemaker, then Last of the American Girls. This will definitely be more quiet OT than the one tonight, so if you want to jump the line, this is your chance. Sound for like some band playing, alright. Very ska on this. Like, surprisingly ska. Brissett saying how he's a moron. He's an absolute moron. He has no leverage. I don't get what he's trying to do. He has no leverage. Like, he was not picked by this regime, by this coach. They signed Minshew. They drafted Beck. Like, he has no leverage. I don't get what he's trying to do, but it's a mistake. And he's like 1-11 in his last season, so good job. Mitchell better than respect, anyways. He is, yeah. Oh. I like the harmonies on the guitars in the bridge. MLS oversight? Oh, wow. Wow. Just taking on everything. How about Pep? Final for the match. 1-0 Arsenal. Pep looks like he's stepping down after this. Pep looks like he's going to step down from Man City. There's so much Broadway influence on this album. There is so much Broadway influence on this. I like that one. All right, let's see American Girls. It's your text again to the queue. Audio, video, chat, Sport Quiz, whatever sports. We'll do OT tonight after the Sabres game. Obviously, we have no idea when that game is ending, so. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I love a sports lover. Yeah, they got a huge... Yeah, there's a lot of yo-yo clubs. Just a very simple beat on this. TS3 so long, partner. Mike, Kelly with the team. Appreciate you, man. Very simple beat on this. So this song will come out in the 60s. Like, this beat sounds like it'd be a Beatles song in the 60s. Or Beach... This sounds like a Beach Boys song, actually. This sounds like it'd be a Beach Boys song. This definitely sounds like a Beach Boys song. My dad, oh man. Two 4x10 units. You got a 45 by 14 in mine. If it's two 40 by 10 units, it's bigger than 45 by 14. That's crazy, killer. That's crazy. That was a really good song. That's probably my favorite off the album, not counting Know Your Enemy and 21 Guns. Like, that was very much Beach Boys inspired. Alright, Toy Story 3, So Long Partner. Oh, that's crazy, killer. Yeah, that situation's just nuts. Alright, So Long Partner, here we go. It's one of the saddest scenes in movie history. It was not a dry eye in the theater. I watched this in theaters when it came out. I was in 7th grade. It's not a dry eye in the theater. It's one of the greatest endings to any movie ever. All right, last call for anything else. We're going to sign off here. We'll do OT later tonight. We're going to do OT later tonight. Hit for harm, we get All-Star Burnley bonus stream before 3. Yes, we do. The bonus stream, I don't know what the oh, we got a fire from Johnster. All right, hang on a second. Hang on, let me put that in. Appreciate you, right as we're about to. Right, being the buzzer. Right there. All right, right the buzzer. All right. Just go over Pep is leaving and Arsenal win the league. How do you think I feel? Oof. Yeah. I got you on that one, Johnster. All right. The kids walk into Allegiant Stadium. You just got done like moments ago, man. And I put this one in. Why do you think they're getting 2 units close to the place that 8 hours plus where they live currently? Ugh. They want to see him more often. That's what it is. If Singular Brats follow me every game, yep. Yep, they want to see him more often. They want to control you. Jags for AJ Brown? Where did you see that? There's no chance on that. Why? That makes no sense. We have Parker Washington. We have Brian Thomas. We have Jacoby Myers. We have Travis Hunter playing every now and then at receiver. I've not seen any report about that with the Jaguars. Who's saying that? Per Lockenfora? Oh, Lockenfora knows nothing. Lockenfora is a hack. Jason Lockenfora knows nothing. Lockenfora thought the Jaguars were moving to London and was adamant about it. He said they were leaving in 2021, and then he blocked every Jaguar fan that called him out on it. Lockenfora is a hack. He knows nothing. Yeah, I think you're leaving. Yep. You know, Lockenfora, if it comes from Lockenfora, it's as good as coming from my sister. In terms of football news. Have it also on your room for Bournemouth and Chelsea tomorrow. Yeah, that would be crazy. You know exactly. Yeah, V-Dub knows. I mean, Lockenfora knows nothing. Your family is very toxic. Extremely toxic. Win out and hope Crystal Palace doesn't lose. Yep, likelihood almost impossible. Yeah, I think Arsenal's got this. All right, here we go. Brat Pack prompt. Yep, Arsenal can win the league tomorrow, depending on the Man City result. We might be on the call for that game. I'll double check on that one. We might be on the call. So here we go. We're outside Allegiant Stadium. It's completely quiet except for the kids. Now, life isn't fair sometimes, Keller. Life is not fair. It sucks. Why is nobody here? This is supposed to be Super Bowl 58. I wanted snacks and noise and people yelling. Where's the football? Where's the halftime show? Why is life so unfair? This is unacceptable. Someone should prepare the stadium for my arrival. Where is the red carpet? I skip cartoons for this? This place looks like a giant metal potato. Wait a sec. I checked the date. It says 18/5/2026. Yeah, Oregon would be... Yeah, I think Utah. You met life should now World Cup. I agree. I agree. Yeah, that means May 18th, 2026. Yeah, if the Spurs go down, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, what happens? Yep. The cycle continues. You gotta break the cycle. No, it means the 5th day of the 18th month in 2026. There is no 18th month. Then where did all the months go? Oh, Little Brown Bear. Not knowing what months are. And Dad drank and smoked. My mom smoked while trying for me. Yeah, I think anyone that smokes while having a kid should be arrested. I'm a firm believer in that. If you smoke while having a kid, you should be arrested. I'm a firm believer in that. That if you smoke, you're pregnant, you should be thrown in jail. Why Utah? I mean, close to the Mammoth. Just the scenery there. Probably hiding from you. Got him. Guys, this gate is locked. Open the door at a man football. Open immediately. A princess is here. There's no response, unsurprisingly. Maybe if I complain louder, someone will let us in. This stadium is bad. Very bad. It's horrible. Really horrible. 0 stars. The side door creaks open. Wait a second. It opened. Obviously, doors no royalty. They know I'm here. They sneak inside the stadium. There's no one inside. You don't tell Little Brown Bear that France had a different calendar system. This is scary. Why is it so quiet? Because there's literally no game. Maybe everyone is late. By 2 years? People get busy. This is the worst event I've ever attended. There are no snacks, no servants, and nobody applauded when I walked in. I wanted nachos. He then starts kicking. Nachos! 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 Look, the field! I see the field! They run out to the seating bowl. The field is empty. Where are the players? At home, living their lives. There's no game. This is ridiculous. I specifically requested entertainment. To who? The universe. Maybe the game is invisible. Yes. Yes, I watch all the games with no players. They're all invisible. Yep, the players are playing. They're all using invisibility cloaks. The National Invisibility Football League. I would watch that. That's why the NFL is the ratings king. They play all their games and the players are invisible. You get drafted into the NFL, you learn how to become invisible. That's not how sports work. What if the Super Bowl got canceled because of the missing months? There are no missing months. And then explain why month 18 isn't here. Because months stop at 12. That sounds fake. 12 is too high of a number. Finally, a security guard appears. Why are there 4 children in the stadium? We're not leaving unless we get football. Or VR, yep. And snacks. And maybe a refund. An explanation for the missing 6 months. How did you even get in here? I'm very persuasive. We wander through an unlocked door. You're all trespassing. It's not fair! Can you at least show us the Super Bowl? That happened 2 years ago. So you admit your time is broken? No. They get escorted out. This is the worst day of my life. Actually, I finally can play with everyone. Next time we're checking the calendar first. Fine, but I still think month 18 is real and society is hiding it from me, even though month 12 is apparently fake. Month 12 is fake, month 18 is real. That makes sense. Buy a van and van lifing? You know, I could see you doing that. With how much driving and whatnot, I could see you doing that. I could definitely see you doing that. Yeah, I really think a year is 18 months. Yep. Time is broken. If a year at 18 months, what it would mean is that each month is about 20 days. That's what that would mean. All right. Last call for anything. Otherwise, sign off here. Appreciate you guys a ton. Appreciate you guys a ton. Last call for anything. Yeah, have them take all the cars. Have them take all the cars for the Brat Pack. Have them take all the cars. And the next Super Bowl is only in 3 years. 3 is too long. 3 is not a real number. Three is too long. All right. Last call for anything. Otherwise, we're going to sign off here. We go Jags Broncos. I would. Yes, I would. Are you going that one, John, sir? You're good. Yeah, Gunners won. Yep, Gunners won. All right. Game plan. Sabres-Habs. Game 7. In about 2.5 hours. I think it starts at... I'll give you the exact start time. I know it says 7:30. It's not actually 7:30. Up the Gunners. Let's see. The game starts at... Well, I say 7:40. Or you fly some places, yeah. All right, so you'll have in 2.5 hours. Appreciate you guys. It's on JJ sign off. Arsenal 1 win away from their first title in 22 years. They take it against Burnley 1-0. See you guys in a little bit.